Finance Committee approved a state budget. The full House is scheduled to vote on it next week. Our guest this noon hour sponsored legislation earlier this year that is now one of several dozen articles in this thick budget package, an article that may provide some degree of tax relief for overtaxed Rhode Islanders and maybe convince many Rhode Islanders not to move their official residences to relatively tax-free Florida. State Representative Robert Craven, former state prosecutor, now in private law practice, represents North Kingstown. The proposal you submitted initially, in essence, says what?
It says that, well, at first it was an attempt to exempt a large amount of retirement income for those over age 65 from Rhode Island income taxation. It has been pared down to Social Security will be tax exempt for an individual filer up to $80,000 of taxable income. A joint tax return up to $100,000 will be exempt from taxation completely. And quite frankly, I think it's part of a comprehensive package. Last year, as you know, we reformed the Rhode Island estate tax, which is another consideration people in retirement look towards, and now we're as competitive as any state in New England as far as that is concerned. Now,
as a supporter, you may or may not have come in contact with estimates of how much tax revenue is going to be lost by this, or do you think it can be made up in other ways?
I think it's going to be made up in other ways. I think if we retain people, which are leaving at about 4,000 people a year, they will spend money, sales tax and the like, and I think we will more than make up for this year's $10 million loss. It's only half a year. Next year's approximately $20 million loss from this tax break.
All right, so your proposal made it into the state budget as an article. Does that more or less guarantee passage?
It's a done deal.
Ah, well, that's, as we said, very good news for Rhode Islanders. I know some representatives from who represent the low-income community. I don't mean state representatives, I mean advocates.
Yep.
Say that this is going to be a burden in helping lower-income people. You don't agree?
Well, it's an allocation of resources. If the economy will flourish by retaining our senior citizens so that they can, amongst other things, engage in what appears to be, over time, charitable contributions, then those social issues will be addressed by charitable contributions and their activity, seniors' activities and things of that nature.
All right, well, we thank you for outlining this for us today. Representative Bob Craven of North Kingstown.
Thanks. Good to see you.